If life feels too busy, your space feels too cramped, and growing your own food sounds impossible, pause right there. You don't need sprawling garden beds or hours of free time to enjoy the satisfaction of homegrown produce. The trick lies in choosing the right crops, making the most of your space, and growing smarter, not harder. Whether you're gardening on a tiny balcony, windowsill, or backyard corner, there's still room for a fresh harvest. The foundation of gardening in tight quarters with little time is container growing. Containers offer complete control over soil, placement, and maintenance. They reduce weeding, minimize pests, and allow you to start or stop as needed. You don't have to prepare a plot, just grab a pot and start planting. Use repurposed buckets, hanging baskets, or rectangular containers that fit neatly on windowsills or balconies. Drainage holes are essential, and a quality potting mix keeps things simple. Start with crops that practically grow themselves and don't demand constant care. Leafy greens are top contenders. Lettuce, spinach, kale, and arugula thrive in containers and don't need full sun all day. They're also perfect for succession planting, meaning you can sow a few seeds every week or two and enjoy a steady supply rather than a one-time harvest. Pick what you need and the plants keep growing back. That's maximum yield with minimum fuss. If you're after speed, radishes are champions. Some varieties go from seed to plate in just 3 weeks. They grow well in small containers and prefer cooler temperatures, making them ideal for spring and fall windowsills. Similarly, bush beans are compact and productive. Unlike pole beans, they don't require support, and they offer a generous harvest over time. They're also excellent nitrogen fixers, subtly improving the soil in your pots as they grow. Herbs are your everyday time savers. Basil, mint, oregano, chives, and parsley add flavor to meals and grow well in even the tiniest pots. Most herbs don't need deep soil and they're incredibly forgiving if you occasionally forget to water. Just place them where they'll get good morning sun and trim them regularly to encourage fresh growth. With herbs, you'll spend more time picking than tending. Even fruiting plants are possible in limited space if you choose the right varieties. Cherry tomatoes like Tiny Tim or Bush Early Girl are bred for small containers. They're compact, resilient, and need only a sunny corner and occasional feeding to reward you with handfuls of sweet tomatoes. Trellising varieties like these gives you the bonus of going vertical, saving horizontal space and creating a green curtain effect that's both practical and beautiful. Compact cucumbers are another overlooked gem. Varieties like Space Master are bred specifically for containers and thrive when trained up a simple trellis or mesh frame. Growing upwards maximizes space, improves air circulation, and makes harvesting easy. As with tomatoes, keep the soil evenly moist and use a liquid fertilizer every couple of weeks for best results. The beauty of container gardening is just how easy it is to keep things rolling. When one crop finishes, simply remove it and plant something new. This constant rotation, or what we call succession planting, makes sure that your small space keeps producing. Leafy greens, radishes, and herbs can all be staggered like this, so there's never a gap in your harvest window. And if you're pressed for time, consider no-till practices even in containers. Try to avoid disturbing the soil structure. After harvesting, just trim plants at the soil line and plant the new seeds directly into the existing soil. Mulch with shredded leaves or straw to help retain moisture and, suppress weeds. To truly make the most of this kind of garden, water consistently, especially in warm weather when containers dry out quickly. Group plants with similar watering needs and, if possible, use self-watering containers to reduce daily chores. Even just 5 minutes every morning can be enough to keep your mini garden thriving. This isn't just about convenience, it's about reclaiming the joy of fresh food on your terms. Whether it's a handful of radishes on your salad, a sprig of mint in your tea, or a burst of basil on your pasta, that homegrown touch, well, it really makes all the difference. It connects you back to the soil even when space and time are short. If this guide gave you hope that fresh food is still possible despite a busy life and tiny space, go ahead and subscribe to Hydrohaven and share this with your fellow gardeners and city dwellers. Let's prove that a thriving garden doesn't need a backyard, it just needs intention.